continues to inflict pain on these families. And for us, we had to react to that. I don't know what cabinet secretaries have reacted to him, but he touched all manner of things. I said yesterday because I am privy to a lot of information. Regarding Gachagua himself knows that, and that is why probably he always runs scared when he was mentioning the name Kimani, Ichung'Wa, Kikuyu. When he mentioned about contracts that have been awarded to the China Roads and Bridges Corporation, CRBC is a Chinese government-owned state enterprise.
Sure. And
they don't pay bribes to people. And I did assert that Rigathi Gachagua was stopped in his tracks by the president from extorting, when he attempted to extort about 300 million shillings from CRBC.
Do you have any way to substantiate the claims you made yesterday on the press conference about extorting
I have said, Ibrahim,
as well as you've also made a claim.
I will look at that camera straight there, and I have said, I don't talk about the dead.
You have also made a claim that the goons at Dagoretti police station were mobilized by Rigathi Gachagua.
Which question do you want me to answer? Because
2 questions.
You have moved from CRBC
to substantiate the claims. I want you to substantiate the claims that Rigathi Gachagua tried to extort or attempted to extort the companies that you did mention yesterday, as well as a claim that the goons who attacked the Dagoretti police station were mobilized by Rigathi Gachagua. So we are on national TV.
So can I answer? Of course, please. I know you're on national TV. So will you give me a chance to answer that?
Yes, please proceed.
Yeah. So one, on CRBC. Unlike Rigathi Gachagua, I don't speak about the dead. I have living witnesses. President William Ruto is still alive and well. Officials of CRBC who Rigathi Gachagua attempted to extort and reported to the president are still alive. And they're in this country. Rigathi Gachagua himself is alive, and I hope well.
You're the one making this case.
If there's anything I said yesterday, I repeat here, Rigathi Gachagua has all the options. He can even take me to court. But he knows the truth. And that is why he never comments on that. When I tell you in 2024, 2025, and I said it, Rigathi is Kenyan's goon #1, that he mobilized goons to touch down the NGCDF offices in Kikuyu. He mobilized goons to storm parliament, and you remember during the Gen Z demonstrations, that evening when Rigathi was still holed up in his office in Karen, the president addressed the nation and stated that whereas there were peaceful and legitimate protests by young Kenyans, a group of treasonous criminals infiltrated the demonstrations. And that was the genesis of goonism in this season. That is the day the NGCDF offices were touched in Kikuyu. And I was clear then, as I have been clear today, those goons were mobilized under the command of none other than Rigathi Gachagua. I have said, I sat with Rigathi Gachagua in Annex, Harambee Annex House, on Harambee Avenue, opposite the office of the president, which is the office of the deputy president, when he was deputy president, as he directed police officers, senior police officers, who are still alive and in this country. Some are retired, but they are still alive in this country. And he directed them not to interfere with the goons that were being mobilized by 2 members of parliament from Embakasi, who are out on bail. The preemptive court orders they go and get.
Anticipatory
bail. Anticipatory bails they go and get from our judiciary. So that they are not investigated on their mobilization of the goons who were mobilized to go and steal Mama Ngina's sheep in Ruiru. It's not the first time I'm saying it, Ibrahim.
Yes, you have said it, and you repeated it yesterday.
And I repeated it, and I will repeat it.
You repeated it yesterday, that you are actually...
Ibrahim, I have challenged, and I said it yesterday, I have challenged Rigathi. If anything I have ever said about those incidents is untrue.
But
have you ever heard him deny?
No, he hasn't.
So
but
why are you
your
admission,
I'm not defending him.
Why are you denying for him?
I'm not denying for him.
Let the culprit deny.
I am putting you on the spot. because your own admission that you sat in a room in which Rigathi Gachagua, or in which plans to invade Northlands was made.
And I have said it as on record.
Then
Ibrahim,
what does that make you?
I have said it. I have said it on record. That incident was duly reported to DCI. That is why those two members of parliament were being investigated.
Yet Rigathi Gachagua
and
himself,
all they did when the investigations began was run and get anticipatory bails and stop DCI from investigating them.
Yet Rigathi Gachagua,
just like you have seen...
Mheshimiwa Kimani, yet Rigathi Gachagua, the man you had say this, or at least who planned this from his own office, has never been arrested. Is then the IG or the police failing Kenyans? And second, let's start with that.
You know, I'm not a policeman, but at least I
you're the leader of majority.
I can bet how the police operate. Because the information that was there, first, they are the people who actually mobilized the goons to storm Uhuru Kenyatta's land in Ruiru. And they are known, two members of parliament. Relax. Don't be in such a rush to defend criminals. When we adduced evidence to DCI, they have somewhere they have to begin the investigations from, by getting the people who have directly been named. I have statements with the police.
You have recorded statements?
I have statements with the police, with the DCI, naming Rigathi Gachagua and the people who are in that room, and saying, if you want to investigate, these are the people to investigate. Because as a responsible citizen and leader in this country, if I sit with you here and I hear you planning to commit a felony, the best I can do is to inform the authorities, but I cannot arrest you.
Exactly.
He was a deputy president, mind you, that time.
But he has been out of office for close to 2 years now.
So do you want me to go and arrest him?
So the question is, the police have not arrested him 2 years down the line.
So why don't you call the DCI here and ask them?
How have the police failed the country from where you sit?
I have told you, and I repeat, when they began the investigations, the criminals who were named and where the investigations were to start went to court and got anticipatory bails to stop the police on their tracks.
This is what you said.
How do you jump from the first culprits and jump to their sponsor? You first get the people who mobilize the goons, then you go to the sponsor.
What role were you playing?
There has to be a trail.
What role were you playing in the office when this discussion was being had? The discussion about invading...
I explained this if you watch my show on Obina. And I said, Rigathi called me that day to his office. The president was out of the country, and he told me that, you know, what I had told you last weekend is actually what is happening. These demonstrations, this is the Sufuria demonstrations of 2023. And he said the person sponsoring these demonstrations is Uhuru Kenyatta, and we must stop him. I had explained that Saturday I flew with Rigathi Gachagua to Kianyaga Boys. These are public records. You can go into his pages and you see we're in Kianyaga Boys that Saturday, where he went to school. And when we disembarked from the chopper and we rode in the same car to the function, he told me, he gave me a script on what, as we would ordinarily do when we are going to a public rally. He says, you know, in my position, there are certain things I cannot say. So I want you to warn Uhuru Kenyatta. And that clip is there. Me speaking about cautioning Uhuru Kenyatta that if...
Let us play that clip.
You can play
Let us play
if you have it.
Jackie, on 23rd March 2023, indeed at Kianyaga Boys High School in Kirinyaga County, Kimani Ichung'Wa made these remarks.
Sisi wa Kenya wa hapa Mount Kenya tuko na maswali mingi ya zile mashamba kubwa kubwa mumejishikia, tukianzia na hapo Thika Road Nairobi, hapo Ruiru. Kabla hatujaenda Taita Taveta, kabla hatujaenda Nakuru, mali ya Mkenya ikivamiwa, hata hizo mashamba zenyu tutazivamia, na wenye hawana mashamba wapate mashamba Kenya hii. Musifikiri ati wananchi wa kawaida ndio watapoteza mali. Even you will pay a price if you continue to instigate violence and bloodshed in this country. And that is my message to none other than Uhuru Kenyatta, the sponsor, sole sponsor, singular financier of Azimio and the machinery that is Raila Odinga.
And indeed, Indeed, 4 days later,
exactly.
The property belonging to Uhuru Kenyatta was attacked, 27th March. And here you say, hata mashamba zenu tutazivamia. Inclusive.
And that's what I was explaining to you, Ibrahim. It's good, very good that you had that clip, because that is the clip I was going to talk about. That when I say that Kirinyaga having gotten that script from none other than the